Hey guys, so for Vlogmas Day 11, yeah, 11, oh my gosh, sorry, I'm pre-filming these, so like I'm looking at, like, it's the 9th right now, so like, I'm just like, sorry, confused. So if you want to subscribe, like, comment, and ring that notification bell, and do all that, you can. Now, for today's video, it is also going to be kind of related to school, but also kind of not, and my autism moved up. So, if you've seen the last 2, 3 videos, honestly, sorry, my brain's just not working today. I've talked about my high school experience, my IAP experience, and stuff like that. So, for today's video, I'm going to be specifically talking about what not to say to autistic people. Well, specifically maybe me. I don't know, like if you might not feel that way, but for me, one of the things is the word special, and I hate the word special. I know it means like it's a good word and people don't intend for it, hopefully intend for it to mean that way, but like damn. It makes me cringe, I feel icky, I feel gross whenever I hear it, like I don't like it, it's just like, ugh. So I had this like it's not a bad memory, I had a memory when I was my first year of kindergarten and I was supposed to repeat kindergarten again, but I didn't really understand it until like the first day of second year of kindergarten. I'll get to that point. And this lady who was the vice principal, she was such a lovely lady, no hate to her. I always really liked her. So she said something about like, oh, you're gonna be really special and like you're gonna help like kids go through something, like just like because you've done it before, so you can help them. I don't, that's what I can kind of remember, and that was a long time ago. So I ever since then, I will, when I was younger, I thought like, oh my gosh, this is cool, I'm so special. I remember me vividly saying, oh my gosh, I'm so special. Like I hate that every time I say that. Sorry. So then flash forward to my second year of kindergarten, first day of class, and we were at recess, and I noticed that I couldn't see my then friend named Maggie, cause she moved ahead into her grade. So I was like, oh. And then I felt really sad. And because I couldn't see her, because there was like kindergartens had their own playground. First graders up until like I think like 3rd graders, they had their own playground, and then 4th and 5th graders I think had their separate playground, and it was towards like the back of the school where you can see the middle schoolers. So now this might have changed since I was in that school, and it's been forever, so I don't know exactly how the layout is now, but from what I can tell from my memory when I was there, that's how it was. So then I realized, oh, I'm not special, and I just felt really sad. And I was alone, and I didn't like that. It was just like gross. So number 2 is that I hate when people like don't believe you. When I'm talking about this is, you'll know this when if you watched my IAP experience video, basically. So I had a hard time with that, and so when people, specifically when I grew up, they said, oh, you're not really autistic because we see all your grades and they're like perfectly fine. It's like, what the fuck? Like, what does my grades have to do with me not, like, with you not believing me that I have autism? Like, I'm sorry. Like, same thing if, let's say you have ADHD or dyslexia, I can't say that correctly. And you have A's and B's and maybe a couple of C's or whatever's, and they're like, oh, I see all your grades. Yeah, you don't have that. Like, literally, you're lying. It's like, and you show them medical proof. And it's like, what the hell? What? Mm. I hate that. Like, I don't know, maybe it's like not, like, I don't know if you've ever experienced it, but like when they, it's just so annoying. And it's like I showed them, my mom has shown them so much proof. Like, it's not just like, oh, I have this and then there's no proof. Like, we've done testing. I did like this big test like every 3 years, and it was like to show proof. And it's like, no, this is how I learn and this is what I have. And it's like, nope. So that sucks. Number 3, is I hate when people just, I don't know. Same thing I think along with school is I hate when people try to diminish your disability. I don't know if you've ever experienced it. If not, excuse me, hiccup, you'll like me. But for me, sorry, I have my computer there, so I want it to like stay on. So for me, I specifically just remember, like, along with the administrators, like, honestly, it was a lot of the administrators. Like, that's the thing. No, sorry, changing number 3 is the administrators. Like, if you have terrible administrators, it sucks because they don't understand you and they literally never care. Like, it's sad to say that, but like, they don't care about you. And if you were very lucky to experience someone in the head administrator to care about you and get shit done, then you're very freaking lucky. Or if you have a bunch of head administrators inside your school that do care about the students, then you're very, very, very lucky. Because honestly, it is terrible knowing that, like, I feel like they don't like you and they don't believe you and they don't trust you on what they say, and it's just like hell and annoying. Number 4 is the biggest one. It's, again, I don't have very that many just because I haven't lived and gone and experienced like people, even though I was in school, but like, that was really younger. And I don't think I've really ever experienced that type of treatment when I was younger, and if I have, I don't remember or didn't understand it. So the last one basically is that I hate it. Oh no, did I just freaking lose it? No. I had it. Sorry, it was like school. And no, I damn it. So it was school. Okay, now I remember. Oh, I thought I lost it. Sorry. The last one is when, well, I don't know if like this is maybe just in general, probably what you should not do to students. But especially like for me, I've asked many people and they've all said like, no, yeah, like that's never happened to me. And they did not have autism, so I haven't asked anyone with autism, but when I did ask that one person who had a lot of experience with IEPs too and had like, it was terrible experience for her, she was never asked that. So I could be wrong, and maybe just like specifically just a me thing that I was asked. So I was asked for my medical records, and you wouldn't think like, oh, like maybe just like, oh, did you get the flu shots, the vaccines, contacts, glasses, hearing, stuff like that, your typical normal stuff. No, not that. It's like basically what I've had, even though we voluntarily give up my surgeries just because maybe it's not like in depth, like this is what I'm getting. It's just like, oh, she's having surgery at Boston Children's Hospital through this date, and da. But for them, they wanted a lot more, basically the entire thing. I don't know if they like, I'm pretty sure they wanted like from the day I was born, basically, or came here up until like now. I'm pretty sure, but I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure because that's a lot of information, and we would literally have to sign a release form, and my mom and I were not going to sign that just because that's so inappropriate to be asking a student that, or like anyone without reason to, like, Like, that's so gross and disgusting. Like, you don't need to know that information. Even if I was not autistic, you don't ask for that unless, like, you really need it. But, like, unless you really need it, it's only for, like, the only people that really need medical records is, like, medical professions that you go to, like, a new doctor or something. And then they need to have, like, all this information. And it's like, what? So it was so gross and disgusting, and they didn't really believe me because I had this headache problem, and it was your typical, like, normal, like, migraine, or I got a headache, or like, I'm gonna pretend to be sick, or like, have a headache and get a class. No. I can understand why they think that, because I'm pretty sure a ton of people do that, but, like, I was never that person. Okay, I did it one time, even though, like, I really did have a headache. It wasn't, that was, like, in my freshman year, but, like, that was one time. And that was, like, basically towards, like, the end of that, or slightly end of that class. So, anyways, besides that one time that I ever did it, they just didn't ever believe me, and I don't understand why. Like, I don't understand. We've given you so much proof. Like, we're not gonna give you the reason why I went to that Emory hospital, or like why I went to this other doctor, or like why I went to this eye doctor and this is what they diagnosed me as, da 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 da, and they want an MRI, CAT scan, da da da. Like just throwing out things that I've done. And doesn't mean like it's all in order, but that's what it is. Sorry, I have to fix that. That was my computer. So it's just like, why do you need to know that? That's so inappropriate. Like, I'm sorry, we are not going to get that up. And yeah, I mean, like, the day before my senior year started, school started on a Thursday, and it was Wednesday, and they asked for my medical records. Like, and my mom didn't know, and I didn't attend the meeting, and we didn't know it was like an official like meeting. And it was like, it seemed like it was like a concern, like, oh my gosh, like, we gotta get this social service person, they, you know, like, this is a concern, we gotta, no. Like, I'm not in an abusive home, I'm not, like, in a druggy home, I'm not, like, there's no alcohol, I'm not being abused, like, literally nothing, there's no concern for it. So, I'm so upset, and I wish I could ask them, but, like, it doesn't make any sense for me. Sorry. So, you just don't do that, and then I was supposed to have, like, I called an IEP meeting, and then the IEP meeting apparently wasn't supposed to be an IEP meeting. It was very confusing. I don't know. It was September 13th of 2022, literally this year. And it was we didn't attend it because that was my last day, and we pulled me out after my second period, which I'm so sad because I wish I could have known what they wanted to say or talk about, just because I'm so curious, and it bugs me. So apparently my mom found out that an attendance possibly was maybe the teachers, I don't know, really, like, so it was my case manager, obviously, the person in charge of, like, special ed, basically, and a social service person. Either it was the same person or a completely different person, and let me tell you that. And they were probably gonna ask me for my medical records, and they wanted, what I didn't know, my mom told me, I totally forgot to add this in yesterday's video, but they wanted me, instead of going half a day to four periods, they were gonna force me into like a full day. Like, I'm sorry, like if you do that, like, I'm going to be burnt out, and like, I'm like, with my headaches going on, I want to be able to withstand it, and I did, you would probably have like an accidental medical lockdown. Like, not me purposely doing something, but like I probably would have maybe like fainted or been like stressed out, or like being so much pain that like I like curled up in a ball. Like, I don't know, because like it got to the point where it was super painful and I could not leave out of my bed. I will talk more about my headaches. It's just like a completely different video. And I have, so it's just, yeah, that's what I plan on doing. I think I'm like uploaded it. I'm not gonna film it now, but like I have filmed it on my Instagram. But like I think I'll take those clips and put it on the YouTube so that I physically don't have to go remember it, because let me tell you, it was a long process to document, and trying to remember all that, like my brain's never gonna do that. So clearly they don't believe me, and it was just like, you know what, they don't care, and they wanted to put the blame on my mom and just like literally force me into something that would have like caused me more harm than good. Like whether like I'm sorry, like you can't do that. Like sure you can force someone, but like when you try to do that, you're going to lose a student. And let me tell you, that school, I'm gonna call it Danbert. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. So that school was like everyone's so bad, like not good. It's like it's sad because sometimes you meet these amazing teachers that you love so much, and it's like I wish those good people, hearty people were up in the higher administrative school board, and exactly they're not. And then if they're not good people up there, then it just like all comes to shit exactly into the school, and it's like you can't get anywhere, and it's just like So that is my experience. Not experience, well, it's kind of experience, but also not to say anything. Like it's kind of like a little bit of video. I don't know what I'm gonna be calling this video, because I don't think I should be calling it like what not to say, just because it just doesn't make sense. So I think I'm just gonna call it traumatic experience. I don't know, honestly, but let me say it was the worst. Don't recommend it, and I hope yours is way much better than mine. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.